first day we got here, it was really fun. It was like raining, but everyone was helping each other, and we were all like super tired from the crazy long flight.
I honestly remember just like waking up in the bus and just seeing like the whole castle, and it like felt like a fairy tale in a way. It just like felt so surreal because I'd heard so much about it for so long, and like seeing it in person just like it felt like a dream, and even just like living here still, it's so cool.
I really like the group excursions. I like get to meet a lot of people. I got to hang out with people that I don't normally hang out with.
This was the dam in the River Amstel, so actually what now is a busy road.
Being in Europe has been a really interesting experience, especially because I'm taking like a history class, and it's just so interesting. Like when we went to Amsterdam and we went to Venice, like really seeing this history like hands-on in the buildings, in everywhere. And I've actually taken this with me. I feel like even on my trips that were solo or not like academically affiliated, I like take the knowledge I learn in my classes and I see it everywhere. And I think that's a really like a unique experience to studying in Europe or studying at Kasteel.
I think Venice is really the big one. It was super awesome. It was just like gorgeous.
The Venice excursion was just amazing. There's so much to see and so much that our professors here can like tell you about the history of Venice, of Italy in general, and of art. And it was just like a really cool, enchanting academic experience. I think that like because of the liberal arts curriculum here, history, art history, you can really take that hands-on with you when you travel. And like if you're taking art history, you can go to real places that we talk about, real churches, for instance, in Italy, in France, wherever, and you can be like, oh my God, like that's that column or that's that form of arch, and you're like, oh wow, like I actually know what this stuff means now, and I can actually go and see it and touch it with my hand.
You had a favorite like event or favorite thing in the program that you've done?
Oh gosh. Honestly, any RA event was like super fun.
I really enjoyed going to sports night every Tuesday evening.
It's really nice having like a tight-knit community here.
Splash.
spell and met growing. That's one of our projects here at the castle we have with one of our on-call staff members. And so she like lets us go over to her house and work in her garden, play with her animals, make some syrups and like kitchen crafts. And actually last week we just made like dandelion syrup and homemade pesto from her garden, and it's a really cool way to get connected with the community and nature.
I thought it was gonna be really easy, and then once I got to midterms, I was like, oh, this is actually like really hard. But once you get into like a routine of when your classes are and like when you're planning your trips, like it honestly is like really easy altogether.
I really enjoyed balancing travel with academics because I leave every Thursday and come back on Sunday evenings with a clear mind, ready to study and focus for the week.
It definitely was daunting the first couple of weeks, but like you kind of get into a rhythm and then it's just like, it's fine.
I have been abroad before and I feel very fortunate for that. I think the size of this town was just an adjustment. I love well, but it was really funny to hear that you have to go to a town over to go to the grocery store, for example.
Getting to explore the world, especially when you are a student, is so nice because you are still trying to find yourself, but you can also find other people who are also trying to find themselves as well, and then you can like find each other together. And I think having that interpersonal connection is really cool.
Before I went to the castle, I had like a coworker who went and I was asking him all these questions, like, what should I do? What should I advise? And eventually he cut me off and he's like, I'm just gonna let you experience it for yourself. And that's my real advice to you, like, you know, book things far in advance and know all of that sort of things. But besides that, just come in with an open mind and you'll leave with like a really full heart. At the castle, I think I had way lower expectations for like how I was gonna like meet people and the community here. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck in a castle with 90 Emerson students. I'm gonna go crazy. But actually, it's been really wonderful. Like I've made a ton of new friendships and we have a really tight-knit, amazing community here, and it really exceeded my expectations.
For me, I think it's a pretty similar thing. I thought that it would actually be way more torturous being stuck with the same people for like 90 days, but actually it's been really nice and almost to the point where I almost dread going back because it's like it's hard to have this tight-knit of a community again.
I came here really just knowing like 3-4 people. I've gained so many amazing friendships that like I get to cherish, and like they're like no friendships like another because I traveled Europe with these people. Like that's something so crazy to say, like, oh yeah, I went to Italy with this person, or like I went to England with this person. Like it's so cool to think about because like they're just core memories, and like we're in our 20s. Like it's super awesome. And I think as an individual, like gaining independence here, like I took a solo trip to Dublin, and like traveling alone is crazy, but traveling alone in Europe is like even crazier. Like,
I think that it made me become more like self-assured, and yeah, I like am able to navigate the streets of Paris and like be fine on my own. I've been able to like get really close to my roommates who were people that I didn't really know before I came here, and I'm able to see all these parts of the world that I would never have been able to see because I never left the US before I came to the castle. Academically and also like personally, I've matured because of the experiences that I've had here.
Davinci.